If you just got a rebounder and are like, what the heck am I supposed to do with this thing? This video is for you because I'm going to walk you through what to do if this is your very first time using your rebounder and you need some help. My name is Sydney and I love all things rebounding and helping you find joy in workouts. So I'm so excited that you just got a rebounder and I'm so excited to help you get comfortable with it. Let's get into it. First things first, let's step on it. We're gonna start with really simple things today because when you're trying something new, it should be simple. We can't be a pro right away. And when I first started, oh my gosh, okay? So it's gonna take time, but you're just gonna get better and better. And then you're gonna look back and be like, wow, I am crushing it, okay? So step on your rebounder. First step, crushing it. Be so proud of yourself you did it. Okay, so all I want you to do is focus on where we're putting the weight. So first thing is key. You don't want the weight into the tippy toes. You don't want it into the heels. You want it into both. So drive the weight center balance in the feet. There's lots of different ways to rebound, lots of different ways people teach it. So there's one thing where you think you would just jump up nice and high, okay? And you can do that. That's something people call a health bounce, but you still don't want to jump so high. The whole point is to stay low and in an athletic stance to keep the body safe. So let's go back to the weight center balance in the feet. We want to make sure the toes are slightly pointed out because if you put them in, as you can see, the knees come in with it as well. So go back to putting them out. We want those knees out. Key here is because if we don't, we're going to start to feel that in the joints. So this is why it's so important to go over the form, because the last thing you want is to start something new and then feel it in pain and have injuries everywhere in a couple weeks. If you are feeling muscular pain, that is different. You're trying a new exercise, your body's going to be a little sore, and that's okay. So just focus on, where am I feeling this? Is it muscular or skeletal? And you just want to make sure that it's muscle, and that's okay. Just feel how strong your muscles are and be like, heck yeah. All right, so back to knees out, weight center balance, slight bend in the knees. What you want is, you don't want to be like this. So when you're doing this, I can't see my toes anymore. All I see are my knees. And I'm feeling it a lot in those calves, okay? So key is to come back, like you're sticking your booty out. So heels are driving into the mat. You don't want to be like this. Take a second so you can feel the difference. So if we're like this, you're feeling a lot into the knees and the calves. Push the hips back, slight bend in the knees still. When you're looking down, you'll be able to see your full foot. Next step, hips back. We already did this. So hips back, like somebody's about to kind of hit you in the hips and you're avoiding that impact, or it's like you're reaching your hips back for a chair. And as you do this, a lot of people tend to curve. That's completely normal, but here's where it's important to focus on form. Shoulders down and back, okay? Core engaged. As you can see, my back is nice and flat here. So this is pretty much the stance you're going to want to be in. It's an athletic stance. As we start to jump, we'll come up a little bit, but you're still going to have that basic. You're still going to have that flat back. The hips are still going to be back a little bit, and we're always going to maintain this. So we are learning the basics right now, which is really going to help with everything moving forward. Even if I'm up here, my hips are still back, my knees, I can still see my toes. Weight is still center balance in the feet. Shoulders are down and back. So let's go over it again. Weight center balance in the feet, knees out, hips back, core engaged, back nice and flat. When I say core engaged, it's like somebody's about to punch you in the stomach and you're bracing for that impact. You'll also feel that. You'll feel your core is getting a little more firm. That's how you know that core is engaged. And a lot of people ask, how do I breathe at the same time? But you'll practice, you'll get better at it, okay? Because if we're up high and just jumping, nice and loosey, we're gonna feel that in our back and not muscular. It's gonna be skeletal, and the last thing you want is lower back pain. So let's do it. Hips back, knees out, shoulders down and back. Neck neutral, okay? We don't want to be looking up. We don't want to be straining it. We just want to keep it relaxed. Shoulders down away from the ears, because if we hunch, we'll start to feel that in the traps, and that's just going to create knots, and we don't want that. This is what it's going to look like. So take a second, do this with me. And then once you got that, just drive your feet into the mat. So you're putting weight into the mat, and then you're just going to add that little bounce. So from the side, it looks like this. Breathe through it. Nice and slow. Awesome. And just keep practicing that here. Stay low. So are our knees out? Are they caving? No? Good. All right. Next, to get a little more comfortable, swing the arms. Keep it in that athletic stance. So just pump them, shoulders down and back still. And you're doing it. You're jumping. And then when we get more and more comfortable, we can start to lift the feet. So for now, what we could do is start by just lifting the heels. So not lifting the complete feet up yet, just heels. So see how they're coming up and down? Form is still in check though. We're not leaning forward, we're still staying back, and we're pumping the arms. All right, so we started here, then we came here, and now we're here. So just practice with those. Get comfortable with it. If you have the T-bar, that's awesome because you can hold on to it to help. You don't want to be putting weight into it because as you can see, we're not sticking with our form basics. You just want to hold on to it nice and light so that you can feel like you have that support. Awesome. And now what we're gonna do is put on some music and just kind of feel the beat, go with it, because the main thing with rebounding workouts is it should be fun. So let's have a fun little workout. I'm gonna walk you through some different things to try and we're just gonna get more and more comfortable. Let's do it. All right, so back into that position and just driving the feet in, starting with level 1. So just pushing in, not lifting the feet up yet. We can keep the hands on the hips for now. Just going to the beat of the music. Deep breath. So from the side, looking like this. Ready to crank it up a little bit? Let's add the arms. Swing, swing. Going to the beat, but no pressure. If you're at a different level, no worries. If you're holding onto that pole still, that's okay too. And a little more, let's lift up the heels. Amazing, feel how good it feels to move. And back to hands on the hips. Level 1. Yeah, there's nothing better than hitting beat drops to rebounding. You will start to love it too, I promise. Ready? Add the arms. Deep breaths. Let's focus on form. Is the weight center balance? Are the knees out, but we can still see the toes? Hips back, core engaged, chest proud. And let's lift the heels. Boom. One more time, level 1. Make sure the weight is center balance in the feet here. The glutes and quads are taking over. Add the arms. A little longer, and then we're gonna add those heels. Ready? Lift the heels. Get those arms going. Deep breath, deep breath. Breathe. Amazing job. Next thing we're gonna do, try a different move. We're gonna hold on to the pole. We're gonna get our hips back. Waist under balance of the feet. I'm gonna say it so many times, but you're gonna get it. And then we're gonna go out, in, out, in. So this is just to help with balance. Out, in, out, in. So still everything's the same with form. And now what we're gonna do is come away from the pole, keep going. Out, in, out, in, out, in. Back to the pole. Out, in, out, in. Keep going. And take a breather. All right, take a little breather. We have a 2-minute song left, so we're gonna work on the in and out steps. But breathe, catch your breath for a second, shake it out. And let's start with our feet close together, but focusing on the form. Hips back, chest proud, in and out. Add the arms. So you're just gonna pump them. Staying in that athletic stance. And coming back to that pole. Hold the pole out and out. If you don't have the pole, no worries. Just keep it here. to the middle with the arms. Out, in, out, in. And then we're gonna bring that first move back in. Ready? Hands on the hips, drive. Swing the arms. Lift the heels. And an out step, add the arms. Yes, amazing. Hold that pull, out, in, out, in. And we're gonna do one more move after this. And amazing job. Power pose it out after each workout. I like to give it a little power pose. It helps increase testosterone, boost confidence, and we just love to add it in our jump and jacked workouts. But amazing job, you did it. I hope this helped you get a little more comfortable with your rebounder. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I'm happy to help. But remember, just be patient with yourself, and it's about the small steps every day, because with small little steps will lead to big changes. So just be proud of yourself throughout the journey and make sure you're enjoying it. So put in some awesome tunes, just have fun, freestyle, sing along, and if you're looking for really fun workouts, you have to check out my on-demand fitness platform. I have over 200 rebounding and strength workouts now, but I also have a 7-day beginner program. So this is where I walk you through 7 days of just getting more comfortable with the rebounder, going over different moves each day while jamming out to some fun songs. So you can click that card above if you want to try that out. But I'm so excited for you with your rebounding journey, and I hope you just keep enjoying it more and more. Thank you so much for jumping with me.